Now the only thing that's left is the steering.
Oh.
The steering components, this is here. This is a tie rod, this thing that goes across under the bus.
Tie rod.
And then there's a sort of a trailing arm off the kingpin, or the kingpin arm. The kingpin is this part here that goes through the axle. Right? So
kingpin.
Well,
what's that other? What's that other thing you were doing? What's that then?
This is just a trailing arm off the kingpin, or a connecting arm off the kingpin that connects to the tie rod.
Why do they call it a kingpin?
Well, they just do. It's this. It's this vertical. It's what the wheel turns on the end of the axle on, right?
Wheel turns on the.
It steers in and out.
Oh, right, yes, right? Okay, the kingpin. Yeah,
okay. It pivots at this point, and there are bearings and a very carefully machined part there that it turns on, and when that gets worn, then your wheels go all floppy.
And what am I looking for in that kingpin?
Well, you're not looking for anything. You're just looking for this connection here.
To make sure it
needs to be
stable.
Secure. It needs to have. You want to see that the castellated nut has its cotter key. You need to say that.
What's a cotter?
Cotter key is this. See that?
That thing? Okay.
That nut looks like a castle.
Castellated nut has to have a cotter key.
Has to have its cotter pin.
What is the cotter pin? Okay, and that's that thing that's going straight through it right there.
It goes straight through it, so it keeps it from moving.
Right.
See?
Cool.
Okay.
So the castellated nut has a cotter pin.
Right, and it needs to be there.
Who knew that this stuff was so complex?
Told you it wasn't so easy. It needs to be there.
Okay.
And then again, you want to check. And this is a ball joint. So when your text talks about ball joints, there's a ball joint right there.
Okay.
So you grab that thing and you tell them, or you at least point to it. You tell them, I'm going to check that and make sure it's secure, it's not bent, it's not damaged, the ball joint doesn't wiggle too much, and that the castellated nut and the cotter pin are present.
Okay.
And correct.
Castellated nut has a cotting pin.
Right, well, that's it.
Just out of curiosity, is this something I should know about?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact it is. I'm very glad you mentioned that.
What is that?
That
that's
is the oil level.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's okay.
I skipped that going down, and I almost walked away without it, so I'm glad, glad you mentioned it. So, yes,
oil.
This is the oil.
So that's the oil. Where is the steering level?
It's on the other side.
Okay, good. Okay. Great.
All right, so you definitely, absolutely tell them you're going to check the oil level.
Okay.
Don't forget that. So fluid levels, it's on this side, it's windshield washer, it's engine oil, it's coolant, right? On the other side, let's go to the other side.
Actually, this is kind of fun. I mean, it's kind of interesting.
Okay, now on the other side, you got the master cylinder. This is the master cylinder, and this is your brake fluid level, so you're going to check that.
Master cylinder and brake fluid level.
Right,
brake fluid, that's brake fluid.
Okay,
that's not steering fluid.
No.
That's brake fluid.
Power steering pump is here.
Okay.
And you would check the power steering fluid level by loosening this up.
Oh, okay.
Opening that up, and then you'll see a fill mark somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. So it should be full to the full fill mark, but not overfull.
Okay.
Because it doesn't like that.
Okay.
Okay. So we come around to this side. We check the master cylinder, securely mounted, not leaking, fluid level correct. Brake lines here, that they're securely mounted, that they're not, don't have a kink in them if they're metal, like they're compressed.
Yeah.
And they're not leaking. Now here they go to
rubber hoses, not cracked.
Not cracked.
Not leaking.
Not cut. Okay. Not dry rotted.
Dry rotted.
Okay. Stay all the way down to the wheel. You might as well just go to the wheel, right? Because here it goes down. There's the one that goes to the wheel again.
Okay.
It goes to the caliper. Okay. So securely mounted, not dry rotted, not cracked, not leaking.
All right.
Okay. Now, power steering pump. Securely mounted, right?
Yep.
Not damaged, not leaking. Hoses, power steering hoses are here and here. Rubber hoses, not cracked, right? But see, you got to tell them this every time.
Not cracked, not dry rotted, not leaking, not cut,
Right.
and securely attached.
Right, every time. It's repetitive, but that's the way you pass the test.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Because that's what he wants to hear. And if you don't tell him, he'll say, "What?" If you say, "Well, I'm just checking the power steering column,"
He'll say, "For what?"
For what?
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
All right, now this is the steering column.
Yeah.
This is the steering column, and it goes to the steering box.
Okay.
These are the gears that actually turn it. So when you turn the wheel, this column turns that box, which makes this pitman arm. This is called a pitman arm. Pitman arm goes back and forth.
Do I need to be able to name the pitman arm?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Pitman arm is something they expect you to know.
Okay. Pitman
All right,
arm.
So I checked the steering column.
And that's what actually turns the wheel.
This moves this line. Well, actually, look, you can see it.
Yeah.
This goes back and forth.
And the wheel goes left and right.
Back and forth, which pulls that lever in and out, which makes the wheel go back and forth.
Awesome.
That's how it works. So, check the steering column. Is it secure? You know, is it secure? Is it bent? Is it damaged? Right? And this one has lubrication points here, so you might say something about these U-joints here and here that you can see that they've been recently. You can see the grease, so you know they're properly lubed.
Okay.
Okay. Then the steering box itself.
Properly lubed U-joints.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the steering box itself, securely attached. Right, it's not cracked. It's not leaking. This has got grease in it. Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Pitman arm, securely attached, not welded, not cracked, not obviously damaged in any way. The bolts and nuts that hold it in place are tight and secure.
Okay.
This I don't know what you want to call this. I'd call it this link from the pitman arm to the kingpin arm.
The leak from the pitman to the kingpin.
Right. This is the kingpin.
Okay, kingpin, and that's the kingpin arm. Is that okay?
Is that right? Now on this side, there's two of them. One on the front, one on the back. Because, see, that one on the back is what pushes the one on the other side.
Oh, okay. That's a kingpin arm as well.
Right.
And that right there is a kingpin arm.
I call this a kingpin arm, yes.
Well, okay,
and that one too.
It's an arm. Okay.
Right? And see, it connects to the tie rod. The tie rod is what goes all the way across to the other wheel.
Tie rod.
And transmits the steering motion to the other side.
So that's the tie rod. That's the kingpin arm.
That's the kingpin arm, right. And this is just a suspension, a steering link or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Okay, so it's securely attached. It's not bent. It's not cracked. It's not welded. Okay, same thing with this. Oh, back here you got a castellated nut and a cotter pin again.
And a what?
And a cotter pin.
A cotter pin. Ah, yes, castellated pin, cotter pin. Castellated nut, cotter pin. Right. Got it. Yep.
Gotta make sure you tell them that the cotter pin is there.
Cool. Yep.
Okay. And you got another one under there, which you can't really see, but it'll be there. Okay?
Okay.
And go back down this side. You see, you got that other kingpin arm, you've got another castellated nut with a cotter pin, and then you've got another ball joint on the tie rod. Okay. Now, the rest of it is just the same, but when you come over, you tell them I'm going to look.
Wait, where's the ball joint on the tie rod? I'm sorry.
Right
there. Right there. Okay, got it, yeah.
It's where the kingpin arm connects to the tie rod.
Okay.
See, it has to be able to move in all kinds of directions because of the movement of the wheels on the road.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a frame rail here. You're going to check it the same way we checked the other side. You got shock absorber there. We're going to check that the same way we did the other side. You got another fan belt here. Drive belt. You check that.
Make sure it doesn't have more than 3/4 of an inch give.
Deflection. Right.
Deflection.
Right.
Okay.
Shock absorber. Leaf spring. Shackles front and rear. Right. Leaves themselves are not broken or damaged. The U bolts that secure the axle to the leaf spring. This big thing here is the axle.
Okay.
Goes all the way across. Okay. Then you've got your wheels and your brakes. So again, you take a look at the rotor. You'd say something about the pads, which you can't really see from here. You want to then work around the rim. See, I just go from the inside out. Right?
Yep.
So check the rim to see if it's dented and there's no welds on it, no cracks. Tire, inside, no cuts, no abrasions, no exposed cord. Even tread wear.
4/32
4/32 on the
Even
bus.
tread wear.
It's got to be a new tire.